This is a great question from Manda42723. When we were getting the questions in during the week, one thing that I noticed is that more than any other artist that we've done a live Q&A with, your fans are really, beyond the music, I mean, they really, like, feel a sense of closeness to you, and you're sort of like their touchstones. Like, you get them through their lives. And there's a question that says, how has it affected you as a band to hear that fans say that your music has saved their lives?
It's heavy, to hear that. And I think that, I've said this before, but to me, it's so true. I mean, kids will say that, but I think what they really need to understand is that, we may have created a song that you related to, or a record that was the soundtrack for your saving yourself, because that's what you really did. You're the strong ones. You're the ones that got through the problem. And if we were there to inspire or help in any way, that's great. But they need to give themselves way more credit.
Mm-hmm. Cool. When you guys were growing up and you were getting into music, like, did you have that sort of association with bands? Like, did you look to people as
with
sort of
music?
Yeah.
That's what it was. And the origin of the statement is even that kind of thing. Like, we want to be part of that thing that does save your life, like music. Like, if we didn't have a place to go, like the Pipeline or even the VFW halls to see those shows, I don't know what we would have ended up as.
Mm-hmm.
But and even before I was old enough to really sneak out and go to these shows, all I had was my headphones. So all I had was like at the time, like Iron Maiden or the Misfits or Pink Floyd or whatever. That's all I had to listen to. So, in that sense, I think.
No, yeah, absolutely. You get these records that really touch you and inspire you, and through that, it was like, wow, saving my life, I guess, was finding out what I wanted to do with my life. Was I need to do this, right? Of course, So, in that respect, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, music just makes, day-to-day living just like a little bit easier,
Mm-hmm. Great. Question from Ice Cream Danger. If you weren't in My Chemical Romance, what would you do for a living? Was there a plan B involved?
Oh, boy.
Comic book artist was plan B.
Mm-hmm.
That was, the rock band was the fallback, I think, actually.
Really?
Comic book artist came first, and that wasn't working, so I was like, I'll start a rock band.
Mm-hmm.
Guess that's a good safety.
Right.
Yeah.
Not too many people that you hear going into a band as sort of like the safety.
Yeah. Right.
What about the rest of you guys? Like,
I think I wanted to be either a comic book writer or a pro wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been amazing.
Still time to be a wrestler.
There's still a little time,
like,
right?
You ever get tired of
I gotta
this?
hit the weights though.
I wanted to make monsters in movies. That's what I wanted. I wanted to
know that.
Yeah, I had all those like makeup books and all that stuff.
really?
Like,
Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's all.
Man,
That's all I
you
wanted
should
to
do
do.
it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Roberts will help you out because he does horror.
he's
Yeah,
really
friend,
good.
yeah, our friend
Yeah.
Rob Roberts. He does a movie. Well, I don't think he does movies, but that's what he went to school for. So he's good at it.
Yeah.
I probably would have been a film editor. I'm always loved doing that. So.
Mm-hmm. So still very creative stuff.
Yeah, it's all,
Yeah.
yeah.
Except for the pro wrestling, which could be a little creative depending on what avenue you go down. But cool. Venomous Moon wants to know, how do you see yourselves in 10 years?
Old. I don't know. I mean, this is going real good. Like,
Yeah.
I
think that's the one thing we actually learned is to not even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think for fun, I think that's what Danger Days is. It is, we're not playing characters that's us in 2019. So I think we look like that.
Right.
But if there was maybe a catastrophic event and they started making laser guns, that's what we look like. But I think we learn anything from this is to not think about the future at all. It doesn't, you just got to do it right now and like create things right now.
Cool. Getting back to the album a little bit, Austin Toxic wants to know, did your setups change for Danger Days? There are moments it seem like I'm hearing Stratocasters being played.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
nice. Well, that was the fun thing on this record, and it was a big challenge to find, like guitar sounds, pedals that kind of sounded like keyboards or electronics, or finding new instruments even too. I know it played a Dan Electro a lot on a lot of the songs,
the Jerry
and Strats
Jones.
and stuff. Yeah. So there's definitely we definitely experimented more with different guitars, amps, setups.
There was a 60s Epiphone Casino that got used
Oh, that
a
thing was
lot.
amazing. Yeah.
So amazing. And I mean, if one thing that we could ever get out of Rob is to use that guitar ever again. Oh man, such a great guitar. He has really great stuff.